Do you think film has power? Have you ever watched an anime and felt so motivated or inspired after witnessing the main character overcome his obstacles and goals? Well, I definitely have. I've watched a lot of anime and I could definitely say that a lot of these anime are inspiring and 100% have helped me grind harder and do better in life in general. And motivation could be anything. It could be helping you work towards a goal, whether it be working out, grinding on your career, or even trying to change your whole mindset and have a better outlook on life in general. Now, with that being said, I did come up with a list of the top 10 anime that I think are the best motivational animes out right now. Now remember, this is mainly from my perspective, and my perspective has a lot of shonen anime. Now, of course, if you like this list and you decide to watch this anime or even just agree with some of the anime I've recommended, then be sure to show this channel some support by either liking, subscribing, or even dropping some comments. It would be very much appreciated. Now, starting off with number 10, we have My Hero Academia. Now, My Hero is a story about a young boy in a world full of superheroes that he himself doesn't actually have any superpowers. Midoriya's efforts to never back down and never give up really help carry him as he grinds to be the #1 hero. This show has a lot of motivating moments, not just from Midoriya, but also from different characters like the #1 hero, All Might, and even in general, their full class's #1 motto, go beyond plus ultra, which encourages the students to push beyond their own boundaries and limitations and be better, do better. Now, this anime is at the bottom of the list because it's not primarily a story about working harder and motivation. A lot of times the plot comes from more of the dispute between heroes and villains and even the racism that we see in the My Hero world. But either way, I could definitely see how people can be motivated by this anime, so it does deserve a spot on the list. At number 9, we have Mob Psycho. Mob Psycho is a story about a kid with psychic powers, pretty much encountering a bunch of other psychics and ghosts while he himself is the most powerful. He hasn't really had to work for his powers, but the motivation in this anime doesn't exactly come from the main character having great power. It's more about how he decides to live his life and grow into the person that he wants to become. As in this anime, while he does have really good powers, he also tends to suck at everything else. I think this show is a great motivator in terms of being the person you want to become versus the person that you already are. But personally, I've also never seen anyone talk about Mob Psycho being a really big motivational anime. And so that's why it's at the bottom of the list. At number 8, we have Black Clover. Black Clover is an anime about a young wizard boy who, just like the main character in My Hero, doesn't have any powers. But at the same time, he wants to be the very best, the Wizard King. A lot of this show is about Asta, the main character, grinding towards being the Wizard King and gaining power to prove that he's worthy of being called a wizard and the Wizard King. Now, I definitely see how people can get motivated from this show because the main character is constantly working out, grinding, and trying to get stronger, while also overcoming the challenges of his own world, which tend to be classism, as the lower class is treated like trash and usually don't have a chance of being a high-class wizard, such as the Wizard King. I myself love this anime and I get motivated just by watching the openings. So definitely, if you decide to watch it, if you like the main character, you may end up motivated to do more in your own life. At number 7, we have Hajime no Ippo. Now, this anime is a boxing anime, and I'm gonna be completely honest, I've never seen this anime before. In fact, the main reason it deserves a spot on this list is because of everything I've seen about this anime, which tends to be working out, grinding, getting better, and I guess being one of the better boxers. Now, I know. How could you recommend something if you've never seen it? Well, I've heard that people have gotten motivated by watching this anime. And to be honest, it looks like it would be motivating. The main character straight up reminds me of like Rocky, grinding to be the best. And I feel like that's a lot of this anime. Straight working on yourself, improving yourself, getting better. But also, since I haven't seen it, I can't put it any higher on this list. So that's why it deserves its spot at number 7. At number 6, we have Dragon Ball. Now, I don't think I have to explain to you guys what Dragon Ball is about. I know people who don't even watch Dragon Ball who know who Goku is. But pretty much the reason why it's a top motivator anime is because of the speeches and the grinding in Dragon Ball, but mainly because of the speeches, with Goku himself being a low-class warrior, grinding up to be the top, constantly getting stronger to protect his friends, and Vegeta, who has been a warrior all his life, but also has been enslaved to Frieza and can get caught up in his own pride. I definitely think that Vegeta has the best motivational speeches in this anime, but Goku has his moments, and it's always great to see a character keep getting stronger, overcome its limits. That's mostly what this show is about, so that's why it deserves its spot at number 6. At number 5, we have Vinland Saga. Now, Vinland Saga is a story about a young boy who ends up becoming a Viking early on to avenge his father and pretty much gets caught up on this war path, a mindset of complete vengeance. And later, as he grows out of that phase, his mindset becomes more about redemption and being a better person. Now, I'm not going to say too much about the first season of this anime because you're not going to get the motivation from the first season. But after that, when it becomes a story about redemption and becoming a better person, it then becomes a motivational anime. Now, motivation doesn't always have to be about physically working towards a goal or doing something. Sometimes it could just be about changing your mindset and trying to become the person that you want to become, a better person. I definitely think that Vinland Saga speaks to that aspect of motivation. So if you want to adopt a new mindset or become a kinder, gentler person, then I definitely recommend giving this show a watch. At number 4, we have Naruto. Now, I also feel like I don't need to describe what Naruto is about, but if you watch Naruto, you could definitely see why I gave Naruto this spot on the list. Naruto has constantly been about getting stronger, improving yourself, and not letting what others think about you affect your mindset. I feel like later in Naruto Shippuden, especially after the Pain Saga, it kind of loses this whole plot because everyone then finally accepts Naruto. But before, when everyone was shitting on Naruto for just existing and having the 9 tails, life kind of sucked for Naruto. We got a lot of sad Naruto music playing in the bench. But either way, Naruto keeps his uplifting spirit and continues to walk the path towards being a Hokage and being the Hokage he wants to be. Now, say what you will about this anime, but Naruto's journey, it definitely is motivational. And to top that off, he might not even be the most motivational person in this anime because of characters like Rock Lee, someone who literally had no chakra, no power, grinding to be a good ninja. That would definitely challenge Naruto's spot as the top motivator in this anime. At number 3, we have Blue Lock. Now, I'm sure you guys saw this coming. Blue Lock is a new show. It's a show about soccer, but instead it doesn't end up being just a show about soccer. This show follows the main character Isagi's personal journey to become the world's best striker, or rather Japan's best striker, and to become that person, he has to develop his own ego. So this show really ends up being about becoming the person he wants to be, becoming the person who doesn't hesitate, and while also physically improving himself and his knowledge and strategies about soccer. Now, the only reason I wouldn't recommend this show is if you don't like soccer. If you don't like soccer, I could definitely see how this show wouldn't motivate you at all. Other than that, this show isn't just about Isagi. It's about all of the characters who are also competing to be the world's #1 striker and their egos clashing. So we get to see a lot of people trying to improve themselves with only one person able to take the #1 spot. So if Isagi's journey doesn't speak to you, I'm sure that one of the characters in Blue Lock's journey will speak to you because I feel like they almost cover every character type. At number 2, we have One Piece. Now, I'm sure a lot of people expected One Piece to be number 1, which to that I say it almost deserves that spot. One Piece, I feel like I also don't have to explain what One Piece is about because of how popular it is. But as to reasons why it's a motivational anime, the main character Monkey D. Luffy is constantly finding himself on different islands, different cities where people are constantly being oppressed and battling racism, classism, every sort of bad subject that we see in our own world, including corruption in the government, happens in One Piece. And the show follows this character who strives to be the freest person on the sea. So we constantly see the main character saving islands, getting stronger to save his friends, and challenging things that we probably won't be challenging in our own lifetime. Like, will we see a revolution challenging the corruption in our own government anytime soon? Probably not. But One Piece challenges all these subjects. You could definitely see this as a motivation to live your own dream, to pursue what you want to pursue, to be free. Anything that supports freedom, I would say, is a huge motivator because I would say a lot of people in the real world struggle with not being free. And by that, I mean like not being free to our society and things that oppress us. So definitely this is a top motivator. I feel like everyone who's watched One Piece, the whole One Piece fandom can tell you how maybe they think that their life is improved after watching this, or how they feel inspired off Monkey D. Luffy's journey. Now, of course, I want to do some honorable mentions before I get to the #1 title. Our first honorable mention is Kagurabachi. One Punch Man. One Punch Man, I would say, is closer to Mob Psycho, as in the main character is also powerful. It seems like he has everything. So instead, his own journey isn't about gaining power or anything. It's more about changing his mindset on what it means to be a hero. And Saitama, I would say, isn't even the most motivational in this anime, because we have characters like Merman Rider, a character who doesn't have any sort of power or anything, but he continues to challenge strong people and be there when people need him to be there because he's a hero. So I would say One Punch Man, although very goofy or whatever, it does have its motivational moments. Now at #1, the very most motivational anime, we have Gurren Lagann. Now, if you've seen this anime, you would know exactly what I'm talking about, that this is, yes, more motivational than One Piece. But if you haven't, this follows a young boy named Simon who lives underground and is pretty much a digger. Yes, like literally digging dirt. And it follows his journey as he journeys to be free from everything that oppresses him in the world that he's in. And I don't want to give away too much about this anime, but as Simon keeps challenging what oppresses him, eventually he finds something bigger that was oppressing the people who are oppressing him. So this show is definitely just a complete journey upwards towards the heavens, and it definitely has its motivational moments. My personal favorite line from this show is "Believe in the you that believes in yourself." Pretty much just believe in yourself. You could do anything if you believe in yourself, and this show definitely captures that whole idea, the entire idea. So if you want to be motivated to do anything in your life, if you want to be inspired to pursue your dreams, to not let anything stop you, watch this anime. Trust me when I say this, completely watch this anime. This is one of those moments where I'm reaching my hand towards you. And I'm telling you, I'm trying to help you. Watch this anime. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comments. I'd definitely love to know if you guys agree with me, because I think this list was pretty solid for shonen anime. Now, of course, if you want to see me make more top 10 videos about anime, then be sure to drop that like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.